Hi, this is the Shawn1113 Podcast Show. I am your host, Shawn1113. First and foremost, thank you so much for listening to this podcast anywhere and everywhere in the world, wherever you may be and whatever platform you're listening to. Now, with that, it's almost February. That's how quick January has been. We got some stuff to talk about, especially the AFC and NFC Championship games. Also, we have a variety of sports. Like I said, I'm going to say here, I feel we're coming around according to one of the best times in sports. That is basically March and end of March and April. When we come around a quarter to those months, that becomes one of the best times in sports, in my opinion. So we got a lot to talk to, so here we go. First and foremost, let me get thoughts on the WWE Raw Netflix deal. Very interesting deal. I can't blame WWE for turning that down. If Netflix giving you 10 years and $5 billion, you're not going to turn that down. And just like cable years ago, when sports came to cable, now it's transferring more and more to streaming with Amazon buying Valley Sports or a piece of it and putting it on their platforms. So sports is really rapidly transferring from the cable world to streaming much faster than anybody thinks. And I think in the crux of it, the WWE deal with Netflix is huge and for a lot of reasons. And it definitely tempts it. And also with the success of NBC on Peacock with the NFL playoff game, it is definitely with 23 million people, by the way, it is definitely a possibility that most of it, at least all of it, could definitely be on streaming now. And of course, we're gonna have to pay for it to watch it, just like cable and satellite now. But it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a lot faster. A lot faster done, and it's getting pretty quickly. So right now, we'll see what happens. Peak with the WWE. The Royal Rumble is coming up. 30 men and 30 women. I'll give you my winner right now. I think it's going to be CM Punk for the men. And for the women, I'm thinking Becky Lynch. That's what I think about that. Now let's transfer ourselves to the National Football League. And there will be some very interesting games there. So let me make my championship picks. First in the AFC, Kansas City and Baltimore. I'm going to pick Baltimore straight up. Over and under is 44.5. I'm going to go the under in that. Then the NFC Championship Game. It might go either way. Detroit Lions and San Francisco 49ers. Over and under is 51. I'm going to go over 51 with San Francisco winning that game straight up. So that's what I think about that. Would it at least be shocking if Detroit won? No, absolutely not. Now let's go on to the Premier League and many other soccer leagues as well. I see right now Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Tottenham. Like I said, Liverpool is leading by 5. It's right at this point, so it's like we're over halfway mark on that. So we'll see what happens. Arsenal, like I said, this time of the year, Arsenal had the lead and then lost it. If Liverpool could Liverpool do the same thing? If Manchester City, Arsenal, and Aston Villa may take advantage of that, we'll see. We'll see at the end of the year. Now, in other leagues in world football, we have Bundesliga in Germany. I'm going to go that since we have a worldwide audience as well. Bayer Leverkusen, if I say that right. Bayern Munich is a 2-horse race there. 48 for Bayer 04 Leverkusen, and FC Bayern Munich 44. That's a 2-team race right there, no doubt about it. In La Liga in Spain, Girona FC 52 points, Real Madrid 51, and not far Barcelona with 44. I think that's going to be a 2-team race there. And then we have Serie A in Italy, Juventus FC International Milano 52-51. That seems like to be a 2-team race as well, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens during world football the rest of the way. And I'm looking forward to it, especially the Premier League. Although Leicester City in Championship League has a pretty good lead, and they might come back to the league, to the Premier League. So we'll see what happens there. But like I said before, one of the best times of the year, everything's ongoing right now. NBA, NHL. Hold on. Actually, let me talk about that Milwaukee Bucks situation. What happened? What? You're 30-13 as of this recording, and the bizarre firing of the Milwaukee Bucks head coach. What? I'm trying to figure out. Did that coach do something so bad that to the point he got fired? And they're going after Doc Rivers. And my question is, why didn't you go after Doc Rivers? Why didn't Milwaukee go after Doc Rivers when the season started, before the season started? Now you want to go after him? I find it bizarre. I really find that whole Milwaukee Bucks situation bizarre. Now, I'm thinking 2 people who might be the MVP of the league as of right now. Nikola Jokic and Jason Tatum, in my opinion, are going to be the 2 front runners for the MVP. That's what I think about that at this point in time. And I was looking, and since I'm looking at this NBA standings right now, well, Boston's going to be the favorite to win the East at this time. And in the West, surprisingly, Oklahoma City and Minnesota, I got to tell you, young team have nothing to lose. The Clippers have really come on with a 7-3 this week. New Orleans has surprised me as well, so we'll see what happens there. The Warriors, wow. Well, first of all, my condolences to that assistant coach who passed away recently, first and foremost. And I got to tell you, they have fallen. They have completely fallen. I don't even know what to say about the Warriors right now. I really don't. My Miami Heat, though, they're doing all right, so I don't have anything to say. But that's the NBA to me at the moment. NHL standings, like I said, it's going to be a long video, like I see. Here we go. The Boston Bruins again ahead. Are they going to choke this time like it did last year? Well, we'll see. Panthers are not far behind. Rangers, Hurricanes, Flyers are the big surprise this year. Thus far in the West, Vancouver, probably the bigger surprise is Vancouver, Las Vegas, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Colorado, no surprises, Dallas, Nashville. Like I said, we'll see what happens from there. They're halfway toward the season as well, and so is the NBA. And I can't wait for that. The playoffs will be coming. But like I said, soon enough, you're going to see, the UFL that new league with the XFL and the USFL. You're also going to see March Madness pretty soon with college basketball. I'm very worried Purdue from what happened in the NCAA tournament last year with getting headed by Fairleigh Dickinson. We'll see what happens in March Madness this year, but I do believe college that's incoming. Men and women. Spring training in Major League Baseball. Well, first of all, congratulations to Joe Mauer, Adrian Beltre, and Todd Helton going to the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them. And I feel like Ichiro Suzuki, CC Sabathia will be going in soon in 2025. And then I'm going to go to tennis. Coco Gauff just lost. I saw a little bit of that. Like I said, it's anybody's game in the Australian Open, and I think with Alcatraz losing, as of this podcast, this episode of this podcast, Djokovic is the clear favorite to win the Australian Open again, in my opinion. But like I said, some great things coming up in February, March, and then especially April. But like I said before at the beginning, the best times of the sports year, one of the best times of the sports year, if not the best time of the sports year, is coming up. And don't forget the NFL draft in April as well, and their off season. So with that, this is the Shawn1113 Podcast Show. Again, if you love this content, please put a 5-star rating. Contact me at Shawn47k@gmail.com or voicemail message on Spotify for podcasters.com. Everything will be linked in the description. So thank you so much for listening. And as always, please stay encouraged no matter what.